Welcome to Lakemba Sydney. In this Sydney food vlog, we're going to explore all the amazing cuisine that you can find in Lakemba. You guys have requested that we feature halal foods, and the majority of restaurants in this video will be halal. So let's get eating.
Island Dreams is an institution in Lakemba and it's been here since 1996, and they serve up food from the Christmas and Cocos Islands. So I've never had those islander foods before, but this looks so vibrant and colourful. So we've got the Ayam panggang, or the lemon chili chicken with turmeric rice. We've got the chicken, which comes in a gravy. So traditionally in Christmas Island, it's served more dry style, but they've adapted it for the Australian palate to have more of a gravy in it. You can see the chicken's really tender, and then we've got this beautiful yellow turmeric rice. So, oh, my mouth is watering already. So let's get a bit of a bite of everything. This is a beautifully fragrant dish. You can taste coconut in there. There's a little bit of heat, a little bit of spiciness. And then it comes with this carrot and cucumber vegetable mix, which is called archer. So it's like a pickle. It's a little bit sweet, it's a little bit spicy, and it works so well with that chicken. Island Dreams is a halal restaurant, and in addition to islander food, they serve up Malaysian and Indian specialties.
We're in Zabardast in Lakemba. It's a Falooda and Paan shop, and I'm gonna try their fire Paan. Paan is really popular in Pakistan to have after meals. It's used as a mouth freshener, and it's really good for digestion. It's a betel leaf. What do you call the things that you put in?
All the sugar cutter seeds. This one here, brown one. This one, saffron blended sweet thing. Yeah?
Right, okay, so they're all different seeds.
Coriander.
And they're all sugar-coated seeds. And so he's going to light it on fire, and then I'm going to eat it. Oh wow, cloves as well. Woof. Oh, coconut as well.
When you say ready, just open your mouth. I'm going to...
Oh, you're going to put it in my mouth?
Yeah.
Okay.
Ready?
Yeah. I just open up my mouth.
Yeah, just open your mouth. Fire.
And yeah, you just...
Open your mouth. Yeah, just open your mouth.
Very interesting. Oh.
How's it?
Quite a mouthful.
I have an intense flavor inside.
Yeah. Yeah, it's intense. I like the... You can really taste the burning and the smoky flavour as well, and then you get the really sweet, intense flavour of all the different seeds. That's a very unique dessert. I've never tried that ever, so that's very interesting.
Famous in Pakistan, India, like all the Asian countries.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, cool. Oh, thank you so much. That was awesome. Now I think I need to wash it down with some Falooda. After that Paan experience, I need something to cool my mouth down. This is the Royal Falooda. It's a milk-based drink. Falooda originated in Persia, and it's very popular throughout Pakistan and India, and even in Sri Lanka as well. With the Royal Falooda, you have 3 scoops of ice cream. So we've got pistachio ice cream in there. There's even saffron ice cream. There's pistachio nuts in there. And there's also jelly bits and noodles and basil seeds as well to round it out. Oh, no, that is so refreshing. And it's a really hot day today in Lakemba, so this is the perfect drink just to cool yourself down. And there's a lot of texture in the drink. When I'm sipping it up, I get a lot of those noodles, and there are basil seeds as well. The basil seeds taste a little bit like boba that you'd get in boba tea, so that's good, and it helps you temper out the drinking, so you're not going to drink it all at once. Now I'm going to open it up and have some of this ice cream. Yum. The Royal Falooda is such a decadent dessert, perfect for a hot day in Lakemba.
I remember the first time I ever had couscous. My dad made it for me as a child, and for me it was love at first bite. And so I'm really excited to try the couscous at Sultano Cafe in Lakemba. So this is a Moroccan cafe, it's 100% halal, and they serve beautiful, authentic Moroccan dishes. So we've got the Friday special, which is the couscous. It's $28, and it comes with slow cooked lamb, beautiful amount of vegetables, and an extra bit of soup as well to dip your couscous in if you want a bit more moisture in it as well. So we've also got the Moroccan soup, which is $8. You can have it any time of the day. We saw it there for breakfast. And this cafe is popular at any time of the day. We came here first thing in the morning, and there were a lot of people here having their morning coffee and morning Moroccan tea. So it seems like a popular gathering place. And people flood to this place at lunchtime. So from about 2 o'clock, this place gets packed. This couscous looks absolutely delicious. I love Moroccan food, and I love all the flavours that you get, the slow cooking, which really makes the meat so soft and tender. Oh, I am salivating already. So as you can see, that meat is just super tender and just pulls away so easily. So it's slow cooked for 2 or 3 hours. I love the addition of the sultanas and the caramelized onion, which give it so much sweetness. You've got the chickpeas, you've got vegetables in there, so you really feel like you're getting a well-rounded dish. This is a tagine. So the tagine is the name of the dish, and it's also the name of the earthenware pot that it's cooked in. So the tagine has this conical shape, which is utilised in order to minimise the amount of water that's needed for the cooking, because the steam just goes up and then circulates around, and so it keeps the dish really nice and moist without the need for a lot of water. This dish is slow cooked, and it's like a stew. Now, in our Moroccan tagine, I can see we have lamb, we have dates in here, got some whole eggs, looks like apricot, almonds, as well as some slow cooked caramelized onion. So this is a really warm and hearty dish, and it comes served with some bread as well. I'm really excited to tuck into this. So you can see that the lamb is really tender. There's no need for a knife. It just falls apart right there. And it comes in a really rich gravy as well. Oh, wow. Yeah, so that comes out piping hot. And because it's in that earthenware, it's really warm, so I can feel it going down my throat. I think maybe wait a little bit when you get it, because it stays really warm. So it's in a really rich, thick gravy, which has just so much inbuilt flavour from that slow cooking. And then we've got some beautifully warm, fresh bread to go with it as well. So I'm just gonna dip that into the gravy. Oh, this is so delicious. The addition of the dates and the almonds give the dish an element of sweetness, but the dominant flavours are the saltiness and meatiness of that lamb. The original inhabitants of the Lakemba area were the Darug First Nations people. And since the 19th century, Lakemba has been home to waves of different migrant populations. So firstly, British and Irish, then Italian and Greek. In the 1970s, Lakemba had waves of Lebanese migrants, particularly with Lakemba Mosque being built. And nowadays, the biggest migrant population in Lakemba is the Bangladeshi community.
EL-Manara are a Lebanese restaurant in Lakemba serving halal, authentic Lebanese cuisine. So they've been in the area for over 35 years, and they were actually the first Lebanese restaurant in Sydney. So they're the original and the best. We've gone with their mixed plate, which has a mix of all their most popular dishes. So there's so much on this plate, and it was only $26. So we've got chicken, lamb kofta, which is lamb mince, and then we also have lamb kebab. There's falafel, tabouli, kibbeh, hummus. We've got a garlic dip. We've got tahini dip as well. There's also chilli, Lebanese bread, and some veggies as well to round it out. It's a really, really hearty meal and great value for $26. Okay, so I'm going to have some of the lamb first. I'm going to make my own kebab. I just love the garlic dip. Yum. Have it with a bit of tabouli. I really love how juicy this lamb kofta is. In addition to the savouriness, and there's also some spices in there that give it an extra bit of subtle flavour. I'm going to try some of this chicken now, just on its own. So the chicken's been lightly marinated as well. I think it's in a lemon and garlic marinade. And there's also a smoky flavour to it as well, so it tastes like it's been grilled. I'm really curious about this kibbeh. I've never had kibbeh before, so I believe there's meat on the inside, so I'll have a bite and see. That kibbeh is really interesting. So you bite in and immediately you get the meaty taste, and there are a lot of spices in here, so I can taste some cinnamon, there's nutmeg in there, and I think there's also allspice as well. So that's really interesting and quite unique. The mincemeat's a little bit drier, but I reckon it would go really well with one of these sauces. I'm going to try it with some of the tahini sauce. Yeah, that hit the spot. And finally, the falafel. Just going to break it open. Let's see. Yeah, so that's crushed chickpea goodness, all deep fried. Yum. So I might try it with the chili. Oh boy, that chili's got a bit of punch to it. Whoa. I might try it with some garlic just to temper off some of that heat. Oh, okay, that's better. And so my tip is to mix the chili with something less intense. Yeah, and that falafel is just really light and fluffy on the inside. I really like the vibrant colour of the pickle here. So it's really deep purple. I'm just going to try it on its own. Okay, so that's quite tangy. I just love with these mixed plates how you can get a whole range of flavours just into one mouthful. So you get the tanginess of that pickle, the savouriness of the meat, and the saltiness and smooth texture of the dips, and the freshness of the salad, all wrapped up in a pita bread. It's awesome. If you're looking for some great value, authentic Lebanese food in Sydney, make sure you come to EL-Manara in Lakemba.
Afghan Sufra is a Afghani halal restaurant on Halden Street in the heart of Lakemba. So they do kebabs, they do platters, they do curries, including this curry, which is an eggplant korma. It's also known as Burani Banjan. So it comes with some Arabic bread, and it is a beautiful hearty dish that is veg as well. So it's a beautiful mix of eggplant and potato in a rich tomato sauce. And I can see some chili flakes there, so I assume it's going to be spicy, but let's just try it. Oh, I can see capsicum as well. So it's a beautiful curry or a stew, and it's got potatoes, it's got eggplant and capsicum, and it's in a really rich tomato broth. So Afghan Sufra is a restaurant and bakery, so they make all their breads in-house. This Arabic bread is really fresh and delicious. It's got a nice poppiness to it, and it really soaks up the juices in that curry beautifully. The korma doesn't have any spiciness to it at all. So if you can't tolerate your spiciness, this is the perfect dish for you. The eggplant and the potatoes are really tender. They soak up the flavors of the stew really nicely. And the curry has a really satisfying amount of oiliness to it as well, which works perfectly with that Arabic bread. That bread is just so fresh and tasty. It's really Moorish, and I'm finding it really hard to stop eating.
Lakemba used to be serviced by a train station. However, it is in the process of being converted into a metro station. Now, that metro station will be available in 2025. In the meantime, there's a bus service that you can get from Sydney. If you want to drive to Lakemba, there is off-street parking and a few small car parks. However, spaces are limited, so we recommend it's best to take public transport. So Jay, what do you think of our Lakemba food tour?
Well, I was so impressed with the food in Lakemba. First of all, it's very affordable, so it's a great value destination for food in Sydney. So secondly, we noticed everywhere we went had halal food, and we've had a lot of comments asking us about halal food in Sydney, so it was great to be able to find a destination where halal cuisine is the go-to.
It was everywhere. And there was also so much variety here across different cuisines. So, you had Burmese, you had Lebanese, there was Bangladeshi, Pakistani.
Islander food as well.
Yeah. So just a whole range of everything. And for me, it was really interesting that even across many of those cuisines, there are a few common themes. So nearly half the places that we went to offered biryani. So it was almost like the battle of the biryanis here too. In our next Sydney vlog, we'll continue our Lakemba food tour. Stay tuned to find out who wins the battle of the biryanis.
So if you want delicious food in Sydney, we highly recommend Lakemba. And if you want to know what it's like during Ramadan, we also have a Ramadan night market food tour in Lakemba. So check that out as well.
If you're new to our channel, I'm Jay.
No, you're not.
If you're new to our channel, welcome. I'm John, and that's Jay, and together we're Bucket List Travellers, and we've got plenty more travel and food content just like this. So if you're interested in this content, make sure you subscribe.
We are Bucket List Travellers.
See you next time.